Can I ask you a question? If you are on Instagram, is it because you want to promote your business and get new interior design clients? If that's the case, you're at the right place, because this channel is all about that. In today's video, we will look at 5 of the most common mistakes that interior designers make on Instagram and how to fix them. Hey designer, welcome back to my channel. And if this is the first time we meet, I'm glad you found me. My name is Simona, and on this channel, I share my marketing experience from the last 10 or so years to help you get new clients and grow your business with social media marketing. When I talk with designers about social media, some topics tend to pop up again and again. It turns out that most of their issues are fairly easy to fix, and if they are not that easy, they are certainly doable. So in this video, we will look at 5 of those, and I will also share some additional resources if you want to get deeper in any of those topics. Okay, let's get right into the first one. Mistake number 1. Not planning content in advance and not posting consistently. In order to rank higher on Instagram and to make sure that your content is shown to your ideal clients as often as possible, you need to post consistently, not just every now and then. Unless you have a lot of free time on your hands, planning and scheduling your content in advance is the best thing you can do to make sure that you post consistently. That might require some time upfront, as you will have to sit down and brainstorm some ideas, but you can batch your content, meaning you will create several posts in one sitting and then just plan them to be posted automatically using a social media scheduler. In this video, I'm walking you through my own process of planning content, so do watch it after this one to get started. Mistake number 2. Instagram bio not being optimized for getting interior design clients. Your bio is one of the first things someone sees about you on Instagram, so you really do need to make a good impression. It can make a potential client more interested in your profile and proceed to your website, or continue scrolling down their feed to the next post. There are a number of things that your bio should include to attract the right people to your profile, such as your name, your location, and your website, but also what makes you different from other designers that your potential clients might be considering. This could be something about your design niche, or awards that you received, or more details about your ideal client, so they can see that you serve people like them. I talk more about how to write an optimized bio in this video, so I suggest that you put it next on your watch list. Mistake number 3. Not having a cohesive feed. I have to admit, I was guilty of this one for a long time. If you look at my Instagram feed from when it was just a couple of months old, it's a bit all over the place. Part of the reason was that I wanted to try different things and experiment before committing to one visual style. But I also didn't quite know what my brand represented in the visual sense. And while I knew that in general, profiles with a cohesive visual style tend to perform better, in other words, get more followers and engagement, I kinda kept putting it off for later. Once I finally got around to defining my visual style and revamping my content to fit in with the scheme that I chose, I saw an increase in engagement and a much more positive response from people, as my branding was finally clear, so it was easier for new followers to decide whether my profile was worth following. Having a cohesive feed doesn't just look better, but it gives your followers and potential clients a clear signal what your brand is about and whether your style aligns with what they are searching for when looking for a designer. Mistake number 4. Weak captions. Now, interior design is a visual industry first and foremost. That's true. But on Instagram, people are not interested just in beautiful visuals, but also in the stories behind them and what your brand is about. A strong, engaging caption is what can make a potential client stay longer on your post, which helps Instagram to evaluate your account as helpful and valuable and prioritize your content over that of someone else. So it's really important that your captions are engaging and not sloppy. This means adding a bit of a story behind the design that you are showing, sharing advice so that people are motivated to save your posts for later, using a call to action to encourage people to take further action, and so on. Our video about writing captions goes into much more detail, so do watch it if you could use some inspiration for writing captions. Mistake number 5. Not using DMs. DMs, aka direct messages, are one of the main reasons why Instagram is a top tool for business owners. And that very much applies to interior designers too. You can connect with potential clients, get to know your followers, even sell your services in direct messages. That being said, I'm not suggesting that you should start spamming your followers with your offers. Not at all. You should strive for meaningful conversations where you connect and get to know your potential clients a bit better. You can offer advice or direct your followers to your website or refer them to your portfolio for similar projects that you worked on in the past. We also made a video about using DMs where I go into much more detail and share more examples for how you can use DMs with your client prospects. So, have you recognized yourself in any of these mistakes? The good news is, all of them are possible to fix, and the time you put into it will bring you dividends in the future. That's how Instagram works. It might be a lot of work at first, but if you put in the effort and stay consistent, it can become a great branding and selling tool for your business. If you know someone who might like this channel, share this video with them or mention them in the comments. I will really appreciate it. Lastly, if you're not subscribed yet, do so before you go and click on the little bell icon so you are among the first to know about our new videos. Alright, that's all I had to say for now. I hope you found this video helpful and I will see you next time. This means adding a bit of story. A strong, engaging caption is what make